from hauntedflower.com and hauntedflowerreviews.com, and today I'm finally doing another anime review. This one is for Darker Than Black, the complete Season 1. This was recently re-released on DVD. This has 26 episodes on 4 DVDs and a ton of extras. The story takes place in a world where 10 years ago something happened and there's this gate. And around that time, all of these people called contractors appeared. These contractors used to be human, but now they have special powers, and when they use their powers, they have to pay a price, like a contract. This can range from anything to smoking a cigarette, to drinking an alcoholic beverage, to doing something horrible like having to eat something and throw it up. Different types of powers they have are controlling electricity, the weather, making explosions, freezing things, flying, all sorts of stuff. It's kind of like X-Men, but with a price. Along with contractors also appeared dolls. Dolls used to also be human, but now are emotionless and can see other areas. For example, the character that this series focuses on, Yin, she's a doll, and she can see through water. So if she's looking into a puddle and there's a puddle somewhere else, she has this ghosty thing that goes in and can see what's happening over there. So she's kind of like their advanced spy equipment. I had a little bit of trouble getting into the series at first because the series seems to be blocked off into these 2-episode parts, where a part 1 and a part 2, telling these small stories that gradually tell the bigger story over time. But the first few sets, there's so many different characters being introduced that I just couldn't get a sense for who we're supposed to be focusing on. It literally became a game where it's just like, oh look, a new character. Let's wait and see how long it takes to establish they're a contractor. Oh my gosh, it's shocking, they have a superpower. And what's their payment gonna be? Wait for it, wait for it. There it is. Some of these people you'll never see again, so it was hard to really care about it in the beginning. The plot is not spoon-fed to the viewer at all. You really have to pay attention and look for all these little details, which make a lot more sense once you finish the series. I really started getting into it about halfway through, near the end of the second disc. The main focus of the plot is a team working together. This is a contractor, Hay. By day, he masquerades as a college student named Lee, and he has powers where he can kind of electrocute people, like he tries to get a wire around them and then goes zzz. He works with Yin, the doll. Hay is voiced by Jason Liebrecht, and Yin is voiced by Brina Palencia. They also have another teammate. I'm going to show you the discs while I'm talking. Their next teammate is called Mao, and he's a kitty cat. And he's also a contractor, and you eventually find out that his ability was to switch bodies until one day he couldn't switch bodies anymore, which turns out to be his ultimate payment. He gets to live life as a kitty cat. The cat is voiced by Kent Williams, and lastly there's a human on their team, and he is voiced by Swasey. He's not a big fan of contractors. Together they make a team that gets orders from a syndicate, and they are basically a team of assassins. They have little missions, things they're supposed to go do together. A larger element to the plot is that there is a growing resentment between contractors and humans, and most humans don't even know that contractors exist, but the humans that do know they exist might be interested in trying to get rid of the contractors because they're so dangerous and threatening. They're like mutants and X-Men, again. What really got me into the series is a character named Amber. I really liked this character. She has such a mysterious presence when she enters the series, and she can stop time, but every time she stops time, she grows a little bit younger. And she clearly has feelings for Hay, but he hates her because of something that he thinks she did in the past. She is voiced by Laura Bailey, and I just really was intrigued by her character and enjoyed watching that whole plot line come to fruition. For bonus features, you really can't ask for more than what they have here. Besides the textless songs and trailers, there's some production artwork, yay. And also, there's episode commentary on episodes 2, 9, 13, 16, 22, and 26. So 6 different commentaries. And you get to hear from Jason Liebrecht, Colin Clinkenbeard, Kate Oxley, Christopher Sabat, John Swasey, Brina Palencia, Zach Bolton, who's the ADR director, Troy Baker, Travis Willingham, Laura Bailey. Actually, Travis Willingham wasn't on that one. He couldn't make it that day. Zach Bolton again, John Bergermeer, who's the head writer, Spencer Prokop, who's another writer, and Kent Williams, Peter Hawkinson, ADR engineer. So that's a lot of people. And one of the coolest things I thought on here, the last extra, is cast auditions. You can actually hear them reading from their sides while you're looking at a still image of the character. And it's really cool because they'll try different things with their voice. You can definitely tell where Kate Oxley alters her voice to become lower to voice the lady cop, who is a very interesting character in the series. And I just really enjoyed getting a look in on the process, because you hear about it all the time at conventions, voice actor panels, but actually getting to hear some of the auditions was pretty cool. And so I liked that. It's priced very reasonably, and if you have the patience to get through the first disc and a half, the series outcome felt pretty rewarding to me, because I'm noticing a growing appreciation the more time that goes by since I watched it. Because at first I did find it frustrating, but I really got into it later, and I just love people with superpowers. I love X-Men, so having that kind of element to the series made it extra fun for me. It's a bit of a dark anime, it's a bit slow moving, you really have to pay attention to it, so all of these elements you should take into consideration when you're deciding whether you want to check it out. So thank you so much for watching my anime review. Hope you'll join me again next time for the next one. Currently I am watching Clannad and Tsubasa Season 1, and there's a lot of stuff coming out at the beginning of August, so we'll have lots more anime reviews coming. See you soon. Bye. For more reviews and to find out about free contest giveaways, go to hauntedflowerreviews.com. My reviews are also available as a podcast on iTunes. Search for Haunted Flower Reviews and subscribe and leave us feedback and comments. Our store is hauntedflower.com, where we specialize in fantastic licensed apparel from movies, TV shows, video games, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower and Twitter at haunted_flower.
If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on how you can win free screening passes.